So guys, what is going on? Today, we're taking a look at what I learned from the Placement Cup Round 2. Alright guys, so hopping straight into this tournament video, I just want to say one thing. There are two things we need to work on so incredibly hard, and that is our mid game and Storm Surge. Like, those two things just completely made this tournament much harder than it needed to be. And you'll see throughout this video that our mats aren't always the best going into moving. But now, let's focus on these moving zone rotates. What was good, what was bad, and what I should have done differently. Alrighty, so I'm gonna do this in a little bit of a live commentary kind of style, because I want to do that more now that I'm gonna be making a video on, so to say, every single tournament. The reason I'm not doing round 1 is because it was honestly just quite boring. Not really like insane endgames, but if you want it, then let me know in the comments. And also let me know what you think about this live commentary kind of style. That was a nasty one pump, by the way. So this is a little bit different than my previous videos in the sense that I haven't really written down anything. Just gonna be sitting here chilling, talking to you guys about my mistakes and stuff like that. So right here, we get a refresh, like an insane refresh. And the mentality you want to have when you get a refresh like this is, I am not gonna die with mats. Like, the amount of mats I got there, if I died with that, that would have been extremely bad. So just use mats if you need to. If you don't need to, then obviously don't waste mats. But just have the mentality that you're not gonna die with mats, and you'll actually get a lot further. Okay, so right here, we're in the third moving zone. And the third moving zone is an important zone to do well in and position yourself well in order to get a top 3 placement in the game you find yourself in. A lot of people in a third moving stress because of all the chaos. I mean, in higher elo, it's gonna be a lot of people remaining in third moving, and a lot of things are gonna happen. But if you ever find yourself being unsure what to do in third moving, then it's completely fine to take a couple of seconds and think, what should I do? Should I go right? Should I go left? Should I go up? Should I go down? What a lot of people don't understand is that the zone moves so incredibly slowly. In this endgame, I could have probably gone to the bathroom and came back because of how slowly it moves. The zone might move slowly, but right here, I shot a little bit too quick. I should have taken more time to, aim up, line up my shot. Right there, I did like, what, 32 damage and I missed the other shot. That is unacceptable in an endgame like this. That is actually so bad. This guy tried to get in. I should have probably just opened a window. He was probably very scuffed. Would have been a free kill. Here, Frosty made a little bit of a questionable tarp. But, that happens. I should not have stood there reloading. And I didn't really look around. So that was my fault. I could have looked around, seen those players, and just probably tactical sprinted to Frosty. Luckily, hey, Frosty did great here. He was super scuffed, but clutched up 4. Another mistake of ours is that we just kind of picked a drop spot. Like, we have no off-spawn strategy. We don't even have a drop map for this spot. But I like it a lot. And for some reason here, I thought it was a good idea to just like Eagle Balloon Battle, kind of 50-50 2 players. And my weapons were really bad. So they probably understood that, yo, this guy probably can't have the best weapons. So let's push him. And so they did, and I didn't have any mats. So what I did here was I just, tried to get some shots in, maybe kill this guy. But I didn't even ADS in, which was pretty bad. In game 3, we had our first surge problems, and this is of course because of our bad mid-game strategies. And since I'm actually taking competitive super seriously this season, I'm going to be reviewing a lot of pros from today's tournament, and I'm going to be implementing some of their strategies into our own. Because struggling with surge as much as we did in this tournament just really shouldn't happen. I mean, my hammer aim is pretty damn bad, but it still shouldn't be as bad as it was. And I think the main reason behind our surge problems was our positioning wasn't the best. We just ran around, kind of tried to fight people for surge. And it wasn't really a sustainable strategy because sometimes we got scuffed like we did in this game. Luckily, game 4 was another story, and this game was insanely fun. Definitely the most fun game of the tournament, and you'll see why in a little bit. This game, I was like in a flow state of mind. I don't know, everything was just so effortless. I was fully focused, and yeah, it felt incredible. So right here, the zone pulls back, which was incredibly lucky for one. And for second, we just thought, all right, we already have a tarp. Let's just follow that. But we needed a kill. So we had to actively look. I feel like one thing me and Frosty are getting better at is just looking around, always actively seeking eliminations. Maybe we aren't always looking in the best spots, which is something we can definitely improve on, where to look for kills. But here, we just play. Even though we have low mats, we still play patiently. We're not going for the first opportunity we see. We're waiting for the right opportunity. That's a little bit of a quote right there. But here, we managed to slide all the way down here. Like, look at this position. This was very, very good. Even though our mats are scuffed, we had this incredible position. So we just had to play aggressively and see if we could get a kill. And that's what we did here. What I'm thinking is, all right, We are scuffed, but I have 6 builds, so I can probably get ahead, like, even more. So that's what I'm looking for here. I take my time to actually look ahead and see, is it possible or is it not? If I saw that it was super contested, and I would not have done it. But look at this. Like, even though we had incredibly low builds, we managed to somehow claim low ground. I don't know if that says a lot about us or the players in the lobby, but hey, it doesn't matter as long as you get the point. So here we just tried to apply pressure. Then as soon as the third moving stone popped, we kind of just went instantly to the dead side through old builds, which was kind of lucky that it was old builds. If it was open, we would have probably been dead. But sometimes you get lucky, and sometimes you, of course, don't get lucky. But Frosty just said follow here. And somehow Frosty did a 150 shot on this guy. We just had to get in, bro. And I honestly just wanted to harpoon him. So that's exactly what I did. I don't know if that was the best play. I'm not the best with harpoon, so... But it worked out. First he said I have max wood. So my main thought was to just get ahead and establish us like a decent layer. And our dream here was to get on low ground. Because at one point in a game, you kind of gotta ask yourself, should I play height or should I play low? And we could have probably taken height here, but we're not the best at that. We're better on low ground. We just kind of went and tried to establish low ground. And luckily, nobody was here. So we just thought, all right, let's establish it. Let's go ahead and build. What's very important when you are on low ground is a good balance between building and shooting. You gotta shoot to pressure people off your layer. Like a lot of people that are good tarpers just don't shoot anywhere near enough. In trios, as a tarper, you don't have to shoot that much. But in duos, you gotta apply pressure. You gotta play with your teammates. There's no such thing as a set tarper in a duo. Like everyone should be able to do everything. This guy actually got into my box, and as you saw there, my aim was a little bit shaky. I gotta work on that. I'm playing 4.5% 1600 DPI now. That's my sensitivity. It's a little bit high for me, but I do enjoy it a lot. So that's maybe why the aim is a little bit shaky. I don't know. It's a bit of a problem because you obviously don't want shaky aim. Yeah, we established low ground pretty well here. Just kept applying pressure, just kept tarping. What I like to do when I'm on low ground is building too wide like I'm doing right here. For one, just to stop other players from having the opportunity to drop down and just instantly apply pressure. And secondly, it gives you way better awareness over everyone and everything else in the lobby because you have 2 boxes to look out from instead of 1, obviously. And at this point right now, it is very few players remaining. What you want to do now is open the map, see how many teams are remaining to get a better understanding of how you should play. That's exactly what I do. And I say to Frosty, it's us, another duo, and a solo. But the solo thankfully died pretty quickly. So it was me and Frosty in a 2v2 against high ground. And a lot of people, they stress when they are in a 2v2 against high ground, when they're on low ground. But me and Frosty, we focused on having good comms and actually trying to do something synchronized so we could win this 2v2. So what we did was we sprayed them out. And when we sprayed them out, I went for a mantle play. And this is one of the best ways to win from low ground. Mantle up, kill one guy, and then Frosty obviously got the other guy on him, and I just tried getting the finish. But then, luckily, I was able to kill this guy as well, and we were able to win game 4. A super good game in my books. In game 5, our lack of a strategy kills us once again off spawn, or, well, kills me. I kind of messed up here, like, I have an AK. If I had anything else, I would have killed this guy because he whiffed, but it is what it is. We died, game 5, it was completely fine. We were good on time, but next time, we should definitely have a strategy. And in game 6, we needed to take a fight for Surge, and unfortunately, it didn't really go that well. This game, I tunnel visioned so hard. I hop up here, I think I see only 1 player, and I'm like, all right, let me take a quick shot. But then it was 2 players. So this kind of scuffed me. I got stuck in the storm way too long, and I went for that party because I thought maybe, just maybe I could get the siphon, and that just scuffed me so incredibly hard. But the very good thing was that Frosty was able to somehow clutch up top 8 in this game. Game number 8 was one of the best experiences of my life. Nah, I'm kidding. So I ended up getting lobbied because we needed Surge. Because of that, we overpeaked. Frosty got headshot sniped. And yeah, it was an evil spiral. So this game was super bad. We pretty much spent like, what, 20 minutes for absolutely no points at all, which was not fun. But it was what it was. In game number 9, which was our final game, I had to solo clutch from first moving. The time was up. We did not have any chance to queue into another game after this one. I needed top 2 in this game for us to get top 200. So I just thought, all right, you know what? Let me focus. Let me actually play this out. Let me see if I can do it. So right here, what I'm thinking is first, let me not die with any mats. Like dying with mats when you're solo clutching should not happen. So here I got super scared when I saw that guy. I made a few mistakes here by going on the ramp instead of under it. I don't know, quite bad mechanics when I'm stressing or when I need to perform. But I managed to get all the way in, which was really good. I still had a lot of mats. And when you're left in a situation like this, you should be able to clutch super hard. Right here, I'm kind of just waiting for the second zone. I'm looking for a free kill as I hear all of these guys fighting. And I'm like, all right, yo, let me get involved. Let me see if I can get a free kill, maybe a little bit of a refresh. Because the more mats, the better. The second zone pulls. And since I have so many mats, I instantly think, should I go instantly? And I'm like, nah, let me actually see. Because I wasn't sure where I could go. So I'm just trying to shoot. Don't know how that missed. That was probably just, I don't know, just really bad by me. After shooting those guys, I understood that I needed to go back into my old builds and then go out. I just quickly decided that that was the safer route. Tagged this guy for like 130. It was all right. But then I saw an opening to just kind of stop here, chill for a little bit, let my sprint fully reset, which is something that is quite important. If you have a lot of mats, you can take a break, let your sprint reset, and then pretty much just get a free rotate. Here, I was kind of like, oh my god, this is bad. But I luckily managed to get out of there. The reason I play so many floors is because I just swapped binds. And I'm not one to swap binds and ever go back. So since I swapped, I'm just, you know, even though it is a tournament now, I'm still on it. And I'm not perfect on it. But that's just how I am. When I do a change, or make a change rather, I stick on it. Here, I'm actively looking for a kill. Because as you can see, my mats are getting super low. And I'm not even into the second zone. And I needed top 2. So I was like, okay, let me get in, let me base up, and let me see if I can get a kill. So here, I'm actively looking. I see one guy. I'm like, hello, welcome to my box. And then I look again to see if I can get the finish. And then 2 people just pop up. And I just, of course, instantly shoot back. And luckily, I get a kill here. Somehow, that guy was super low, which was really, really good. And I look for the mats, and I get him. But I swing once on that wall and don't break it. I don't break the wall, which is really bad. So I have to go around. I go around and I get in on 5 HP. I have Cipher mats, and I'm still trying really hard, you know, focusing, playing. And that guy pressured me, but he didn't go for anything, which was super lucky. I get a mini off, and I start popping a big, but I see, okay, I can't really get the big off. So I tried to just look for a kill right now. I didn't see that I had anything remaining on the med mist, which was a super misplay. Like, I have no mats here. I have 55 HP, and I didn't see that I had 50 left on the med mist. But I saw, and then I don't really know what that was, and we don't need to talk about that either. But we ended up getting 10th place in the final game, which resulted in a 316th place. Did we deserve to get elite? Absolutely not. We played our mid games so bad. We played our surge so bad, but it was a ton of fun to play, and I'm super excited for this season's competitive tournaments. I hope you all enjoyed this kind of different live voiceover type of video. If you did, let me know in the comments below. If you didn't, let me know as well. Be brutally honest, guys. I can take it. Thank you all so very much for watching all the way to the end of today's video, and I'll of course see you all tomorrow. Until then, everybody, my name is MaryTM. Stay safe and take care.